Hey guys, DMS3 TV here. Today I want to give you guys that update on the M1060 mod I was working on. Now, while I did start to have some pretty great results for alternatives to vegan pads, I did run into a major hiccup. Now, I will share, I don't unfortunately have measurements now because I had to reformat my computer, but I will share some of the experiments I was doing and why I am unfortunately going to have to stop doing them. First off, I was messing around with the driver's front plate, working on a waveguide, and unfortunately knocked a magnet loose. That magnet then proceeded to go straight through the driver's membrane. Now that unfortunately is not fixable and will prevent me from doing further research on this specific project, unless I can find another pair, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be able to happen anytime soon. Now here's what I did find. Taking out the foam does not improve your M1060s, however, removing the grills does. If you can find a way to hold the foam in without having the grills on the back, this actually does seem to reduce unpleasant and unwanted frequencies in your upper mid-range, while the foam, if you take it out, actually increases the dips and the treble that there already are. Now, I did make an article about this on HeadFi, which I will try to link in the video description if I can find it, so make sure you check that out. That actually has a lot more details and does still have some measurements pertaining to it. Now, keep in mind in that specific thread, I am using the Odyssey vegan pads, but that's because I know how those measured. Moving forward, I experimented around with the HiFiMan velour pads, HiFiMan focus pads, HM5 velours, many other things, but was only able to cut the ringing by about half. Now, one of the things I did was taking self-adhering medical tape to essentially extend out the fuzzer. If you could imagine, essentially the fuzzer mod, as done in the previous M1060 modding video where I cut out around the shape of the driver face, this was essentially done with medical tape. Now, unfortunately, I do not have this on me now. I can't provide pictures of it, but I could provide this for you guys to check out. You can kind of get a rough idea of what it would look like. I did this with about 6 layers of medical tape and used HM5 velours and was able to get a reasonably cut back ringing. Now, this also did bring soundstage in quite a bit, but M1060 sounded significantly more neutral afterwards. Not quite like LCD2. This is not a mod that's going to make it more like LCD2. This is a mod that's going to reduce the ringing. I have found some websites that claim to have the Odyssey vegan micro suede pads, but they look really sketchy, and I can't really confirm whether or not they're legit websites, so I prefer not to link them until I have confirmation that, you know, they're not going to scam somebody. So, with that said, I regret that this project will be put on hold, but I hope that at some point in the near future I will be able to get a hold of some more M1060s and we can continue this great project. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.